And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Relationship 911. I am your host. I'm your host, King James, and riding in the co-pilot seat. What we got? Who we got here?
We got Arthur J.W. What's going down tonight?
All right, Arthur J. So this is our first show from MI 2015. This is the first show of MI 2018.
2018.
Yeah. How you feeling tonight?
I am feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. How are you tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just want to welcome everybody to our first show. Bear with me. This is going to be just not too difficult, but I'm trying to operate the board. But I want to welcome everybody that's calling in immediately already on our first show. So I don't know. I wish I had a prize. Right? Yeah, we definitely gotta give it up to them. I want to welcome everybody to the show. Yeah, I'm back with all my tricks and sound effects and all that good stuff. Anyway, for those who don't know, this Relationship 911 is a live focus forum where we come together with problems and we come up with some solutions. We have a problem, we come up with some interventions to solve the problem. So it's an open forum, so anybody can call in and talk about different things and well, not different things, but whatever the subject is of that night. We're here every Monday, 9 p.m. Me and Arthur J. And if you can't get enough of us on Mondays, they can catch us where, Arthur J?
They can catch us in the group MI2000 or on YouTube.
That's right. Y'all can catch us live in the group. Just put in your search engine, Married in 2018. And we're talking about relationships nonstop there, 24/7 in there. Shout out to all the admins in MI 2018. Shout out to all the admins. And
doing an amazing job.
What was that? I didn't hear you, Arthur J.
Say it again?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I said my admin's doing an amazing job participating, making sure every group member feels welcome. So we are so excited to have everyone in the house in MI 2018. So we invite you to settle in, strap on your seatbelt, have some fun, let's get honest and have these relationship discussions.
That's right, honesty. So like I say, shout out to the admins and shout out to all our VIP members on MI 2018. So tonight's topic, which was something that Arthur J came up with, is role confusion. I feel like this is going to be a heated topic, but Arthur J, I'm going to let you kick this off and let's take it from there. Role confusion. And look, check it out. Before you kick it off, if you want to call in, the number is somewhere around, let me give you the number right quick. I had another way to put the number, but it's 857-216-5713. The PIN number is 4621. And you can also go into the group and find that number. And next time I'll have it posted at the bottom of the screen. I can do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. But I posted at the bottom of the screen. And you're more than welcome to call in. And when you call in tonight, we're talking about role confusion. Have you seen it? Have you experienced it? What do you think the cause of it is? And how do we solve it? So anyway, Arthur J, I'm going to let you kick this off.
Okay. So let's talk about this. Role confusion. James, let me just ask you, when we first talked about this, what were you thinking about? What came to mind?
Well, what came to mind was people being confused about what their roles are in a relationship, as far as men and what they're supposed to do in a relationship, and what women roles and what their character and what the role they're supposed to play in a relationship.
Right. Okay, so let me just ask you, do you think that the roles have changed as time has progressed?
Yes, I have.
Okay, for the good or for the worse?
That I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this one out. I know that in some instances it works for some people, but in a lot of instances, a lot of people are complaining about this.
Okay. I want to tell you, when I first thought about role confusion, the first thing that vexed me, and I say vex because it's such a personal topic to me right now, is that we have forgotten who one another is. Not only are we confused in the role that we have so far as the gender is concerned, but we're confused about who the other person is. And therefore, I think it causes a lot of communication issues, and it causes a lot of issues with us being able to relate to one another. I'll give you an example. One of my first points that I have on my paper is sensitivity, right?
Okay.
So we have a lot of people out here that want men to be sensitive, but what's being overly sensitive from the manly status to what some women would refer to as the wimpy status.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's hard to understand. To me, it's hard to understand what women want. They say they want a nice guy, but then they say he's too nice. I never got that. They want a guy who's sensitive, but then they say he's too sensitive. Sometimes it's like they want their cake and eat it too when it comes to those type of roles that they want men to play. So I think those particular women need to first check their own selves and see what is they really are asking for when they say, I want a nice guy, but I don't want a guy who's too nice.
Okay, so let me throw something in there that's a little bit, let me play devil's advocate. So let me ask you this. Is sensitivity more of a role or is it more of a characteristic?
I think it's more of a characteristic. I don't think it's a role. I think it's more of a characteristic. I think.
Absolutely. And I agree with you. And I think sometimes when we don't understand what something is, then we don't realize what we're asking. If you're asking for someone to be sensitive, women, if we're asking for men to be sensitive to us, what we're asking for is compassion and understanding. And that's okay. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of us will come with role confusion is not understanding truly what we're asking for and the difference between a character trait and a behavior, which those can run in the same line, but sometimes character, of course, we know character is much more deeper. It's a deeper thing than just how someone is. So we need to understand what we're asking for.
Right, I definitely agree. You know what? I might take a call. Let's get into a call. I have a call on the line, and the way this works typically, I'm gonna just get a call in between us. Typically, I'm gonna call out the last 4 digits of your numbers, and that's who I'm talking to. And we're gonna get you on the line, and you tell us, role confusion. Have you seen it? Have you experienced it? So I'm gonna go to caller who ends in 1047. You're on the line with Relationship 911. Caller?
Hello, everyone. Yes. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
The question is, tonight we're talking about role confusion. Have you seen it, experienced it, and how do we resolve it?
I definitely have seen it on a day-to-day basis. I think that nowadays, with women, I'm going to talk from a woman's point of view, having to take on, be independent and pay the bills and take care of the kids and, be a single parent, that they take on the role of everything that they know how to be.
Caller, just 1 second.
So when a man comes along and is maybe not demonstrating half of what she thinks she is, then that's where the communication breakdown, like the post said, it could come from finances, it could come from religion, it could come from communication. I think all 3 of those are important. And I think that's where the breakdown is.
Right. And do me a favor, do you have another device on that you're listening to while you're on the phone?
I don't.
Okay, just make sure. I just heard a little echo and things like that. Okay. Well, I thank you for your input. So Arthur J, what do you think what are your views or your opinions on what she just said?
Well, that's not what we discussed today in my 2018. She's absolutely right. The role confusion comes from a lot of things. It's not just one thing: religion, communication, work status, education, and what you're getting. Again, a lot of the time, I think that once we get to a root of a thing, then we can deal with it. And I think that we need to understand what we're asking for. Then we can understand what our role is, and then everybody can get in their rightful place. All women live, and I think that it's taken on a really nasty and ugly turn that wasn't good. It didn't benefit the relationship between a man and a woman.
Okay. Now, you done had just say Arthur J. And now you know it is time for the queen to talk.
Y'all be ready. Y'all be ready. No.
I gotta play a little music for me. Now check it out. Check it out. Real talk. I think there is major role confusion.
Yes.
I think there's major confusion when it comes to women being confused about how to be a leader and how to be a follower in the relationship. Wearing the pants of the household or trying to be the head of the household. A lot of women tend to say they want a man to lead them, right? But a lot of women do not know how to be led, and they have the roles confused. You can't say, I want you to lead me, and then turn around and try to lead me. We can't have two chiefs and no Indians. Somebody got to be the goddamn. Somebody got to be the goddamn Indian. Now the problem. Here's the other problem. Women are so focused nowadays on trying to be like men, right? Following me?
Yes, I do.
That they lose their uniqueness as a woman. So instead of trying to focus on everything that a man can do, they should focus on things that a man can't do. And this is where the confusion comes in. Women are so confused that they're using their uniqueness. And guess what? I think it starts from childhood. I think it starts from adolescence and growing up. I think that's where it be. Because women, even me, I'm a victim of this. I've always taught my daughter to be independent. You don't need a man for anything. Be independent. So we're forcing these young ladies to grow into women that are, instead of homemakers, they're thinking, I don't need a man for nothing. I can be the breadwinner. I can be the leader. Instead of grooming them for how to put the household together, we're grooming them for the wrong roles.
Well,
the second place I blame, not just only on what we teach our girls, is these single women raising these boys. Now y'all get upset when y'all get a mama's boy. Girl, he's the mama boy. He call his mama for everything. Every time I look up, his mama this, his mama that. But who raised boys to be mama's boys? It's the women.
Well, if the daddies would stay in the home, then we would have less of that. So remember, we have to make sure that everybody, in order to resolve the issue, assumes dual ownership. Everyone has to play in the problem. So we need the dads in the home, and we need the men in our community to step up and be big brothers, because we don't have a great amount of African American males that are participating in Big Brother type programs to even mentor young Black men or young men in general that do not have a father in the home. So we have the deficit of each and every area, but we're not focusing on how to resolve it.
Right. So these are, I think, that's where it begins. And yes, we do need more men in the household. I don't know if that's going to happen. But if we can recognize and make do with what we have now, you know the men ain't coming back no time soon. I don't know. It's a bunch of
one thing for sure, all the men are in the club. They're in the strip club. So I think maybe we can start holding church in the strip club because that's where all the men are. Because they're definitely not in church on Sunday. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it because you know I'm telling the truth. Don't do that.
Whatever.
So, yeah, but this is true. You know, listen.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, when life gives you limit, you gotta make lemonade. We know that right now, people are not focused on building families as much as some of us are, or us higher functioning folks are. But I think that you can recognize the behavior or the cycle that you're doing with the women raising these men to be mama's boys, and us. And at the same time, well, the mom's usually the head of the house is raising these single kids or single parent. She's teaching these girls to be bitter and independent. And that's where it all goes to. And you know what? I just want to blame it on y'all women.
Okay. Blame it. How we're training up the men? Because what we're trying to do, I think it's so hard for a woman to raise a man because we understand where we want them to be sensitive and very careful and compassionate to their women, but we also want them to be sure. See, and that's the fine line that we're attempting to walk. And since God has gifted us, He is so graciously gifted us to be able to do both. Some of us err more on the side of the compassion and the sensitivity, but we do not teach him how to correctly evoke that in masculinity. It's done in feminism. See, I can't teach you. See what I mean? It's just a difference in how we teach.
Right. And I agree with you. The more men need to step up in the household, the more men need to do that. I absolutely agree with that. But until the men step up, women, they just gonna have to do better.
Well, you know, one thing is for sure. How we're raising these women now is really odd to me. I mean, we're in a totally different generation where women are being told that stripping is a respectable line of work. You know, we're in a society that's telling our young women that it's okay to aspire wealth in a man as opposed to substance. So we've got to do some things really misconstrued.
Okay. I think my signal got lost a little bit. But look,
No.
we're gonna get our signal stuff together, ladies and gentlemen, sooner than later, because it's kind of a little garbled tonight, but I don't know. But check this out. I want a quick question, since we're talking about women and roles and things like that, and we're in the land of politics. Do you think a woman can be president?
Absolutely, we can. We are equipped to do it. We have the ability.
Based on what?
Based on the fact that we have the ability to multitask. We have the ability to get on our face and know how to consult God for direction and guidance. And we know how to make things work. We know how to make people bond, how to relate, how to listen to one another, how to connect. That's what we are. And if you think about the nation's problems, a lot of the issues are that we're not understanding one another.
You don't think women are too jealous?
I think that a woman that understands her role and that would occupy that type of position would deal with a lot less jealousy.
You know, women always complain about how hard it was for them to get to the top, and sometimes they make it harder for other females to succeed in business in order to make sure their position is secure. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's true. I myself, listen, I used to suffer from jealousy and envy a lot, but I had to learn that either I can use my beauty as a weapon, or I can use it as a way to encourage other women. And also, connect with them to make the beauty of a woman in general, not just myself, even more powerful in a room. So when you come up a level and you're charged with growing and maturing, because I do a lot of ministry, I can't afford to be jealous. I'm too busy trying to get people to reach their purpose. So I don't have time to really look at it that way. So I think that a woman that's in power will have the understanding that, hey, there's a bigger purpose.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know what? I think I've learned some things tonight. I think that I think there is the problem with dating. We do have some role confusion going on, where women are taking on some men roles and men are taking on some women roles, and that's probably not how things should be, and that's probably not how we were made or designed to do. I think it all starts with the children. And I think it starts with adolescent and how we raise them. So I think the whole root of it is making stronger families, having men in the household, having moms in the household, and role modeling the behavior, right? So if we got the man in the household, woman in the household, and dad's being a leader, and he's getting up, and he's going to work, and mom's there, and she's corralling and keeping tradition. I think the answer to the role confusion is stronger families.
Yes, not only stronger families, but I have to be honest, a stronger family media presence. It has to be. You know, a writer is so important. I'm an author, and I didn't realize how important the power of the pen is. You know, we got to keep in mind that what you watch on the television shows, what you watch in the movies is the imagination of someone putting the power of what's spoken into the power of what's written, into the power of what is portrayed, right? So you got these three powerful forms coming together to make this visual. We got to make sure it's the best visual that it could possibly be.
Right. Well, you go ahead, Arthur J. I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of, I'm gonna give you I gave you a little bit for that. I gave you a little. No, okay, I'm gonna do you right.
Thank you.
Well, I enjoyed our first MI 2018 live forum where we talked about role confusion. So we talked about the problems. We came up with some solutions. The best way that we could come up with it. I mean, maybe we can continue this. They'll continue this discussion further inside the group. Remember, if you're listening or if you're on Google or wherever you're at, you can find us in Married in 2018 Facebook group, and we're here every Monday. Me and
Arthur J.
And I thank you for joining us. And good night.
Yes, have a great night. Be blessed.
Be blessed.